Greetings once again, all you spacefaring adventurers. Duuz-Diz-Din back again with Eden Zero. Previously, the crew of Edens is slowly reassembling, even with members who we thought were lost. Witch, Valkyrie, all back and ready to do the do. But we're still missing a few members. Laguna, as well as Couchpoo and Lobelia, who we're still trying to track down. Also, everyone needs to get accustomed to the new way of things in this universe of endless possibilities. On top of everything, Pino makes it known that her ultimate goal is the destruction of the Edens One, that sinister AI that took control of Ziggy in the previous universe, turning him against everything he knew and loved and believed in. But in this universe, it turns out that the Edens One has not taken control of Ziggy. Now it seems as though the Edens One has created its own personal body this time around. So when next Shiki meets this sinister sentient sycophant, took me a second to think of the alliteration, it'll be pure Mano versus Machino, nothing else getting in the way. But the question is that for better or for worse? Was Ziggy the only thing keeping the Edens One from doing even more damage than he did in the previous universe? Join me as I find out, won't you? Alright, Eden Zero, Chapter 236. 1 plus 4 plus 6. Oh, I don't know. You don't give me the best impression by having me immediately need to do math at the start of a chapter. I wonder what that means. And, of course, some cheesecake, Rebecca in the bath, rub-a-dub-dub, all up in that tub with little rubber duckies. Things get real hot real fast during bath time with a cutie. Hell yeah. Eden Zero takes a short break en route to Laguna. Suddenly, Pino tells them the true identity of Edens One in Universe Zero. And Pino is continuing to explain to everyone throughout the Eden Zero over the comms. The Edens One of this world most likely did not take over Master Ziggy's body. Wise questions, how do you know that? Pino explains, because it already has a body. A mighty body stronger than Master Ziggy's armor. Oh, that's not good. That is less than ideal. Rebecca questions, you mean the one has taken over someone besides Ziggy? Pino goes on to say, it did not take over anyone exactly. Edens One is equipped with technology that creates androids. The Lendar technology Mobius? Wait, so it has the Mobius. The Mobius was still constructed. How did it obtain the Mobius off of Lendar, though? Oh no. Lendar didn't get destroyed, did it? Is Elsie okay? Or was it simply stolen? Okay. Pino says that is how it produced its body. The ultimate body resulting from repeated advanced calculations. Dang. Man. Okay, yeah. One void. Oh, and it is an absolute unit. You know, Ziggy as the final boss was pretty cool, but the One? I kind of like calling it that. The One. Or One Void. Here in Japanese, One no Voido. Hermit questions void. A lack of anything? Pino explains, in addition, its motive power is equipped with the same eternal drive as Eden Zero. Which shouts, what? And says that's crazy. Homura questions, what is an eternal drive? Valkyrie explains, it's what makes Eden Zero move. It gives it infinite energy. I kind of wondered that sometimes. We never seem to need to refuel or anything like that. I just thought we just yada-yada'd over it. But that does kind of explain why our heroes have never really gotten caught when they were outlaws. It's just like, they never really had to dock for anything other than supplies. And the Eden Zero has a food replicator. It never seemed to run out of food. No wonder Couchpoo loved it here. Rebecca questions, so Eden Zero had infinite energy. And Klein adds, I never knew. Chris says, it may diminish temporarily, but it's a monstrous device that automatically recovers and doesn't need any replenishment. Musco adds, just like my belly. Jeez. Happy says, you can't recover if you don't fill your belly. Shiki questions, so that's the One's true form. Pino goes on to say, furthermore, the Edens One of this world is followed not only by the 4 dark stars, but the oration says Galactica as well. What? Oh no. Okay. So, just like in the previous world where Crow and Acnoella allied with them, they're allied in this world too. So, Elsie's mother is still a part of it then. Y says, say what? Hermit says, it allied with Crow and Acnoella in the last world. So it's not out of the question, but... Or are there maybe different members of the Oration Says Galactica in this universe? Chris says, Draken and Nero don't seem like that big a threat. I mean, in comparison to everything you dealt with after them, seriously. Okay, and Pino says, neither Draken nor Nero are in the Oration Says Galactica in this world. Huh. Oh boy. So a brand new set of Oration Says Galactica. What about the Oration Says Interstellar? Especially when it comes to Cure. Like, what about Holy? Got me wondering about the whole structure of things now, which I honestly already was wondering about, but now I'm especially wondering about. Hearing this, Shiki shouts, what? Klein adds, I know we worked under Draken, but they never mentioned that. Hermit starts to look things up on her holographic display, saying, come to think of it, I didn't investigate it properly. Elsie and, of course, Rebecca's mother, Saint Fire Knock, aren't with the Galactica either. Huh. Wait, so no Acnoella? Uh-oh. I don't know if I like where this is going. So where is Saint Fire Knox in all this? Sister questions, are this world's Oration Says Galactica totally different from before? Hermit continues to look things up and says, it seems there are some names we know. Oh no. I'm scared. Who's part of these Oration Says Galactica in this world? Okay, Dead End Cure and God Acnoella, so okay. But wait, God Acnoella is Elsie's mom, isn't she? And Cure's just outright like, oh, yep, that's me. Dead End Cure. Not Dead End Crow, Dead End Cure. Wait, Master Zenolith? The one who taught Shiki the gravity abilities? Wait, what? I mean, I always wondered if we'd have to deal with the Heavenly Knights of the Dancing Sakura or whatever, but, I had previously looked him up because someone had pointed out to me that Zenolith's situation was kind of similar to how Ziggy came into being to a certain degree, since he was formerly human. How did this happen? Yeah, naturally, Shiki, Homura, Happy, and Wise are shocked by this. Yeah, and Klein is shocked too, saying, no, the old man? Yeah, Zenolith was... It's been so long I barely remember him, but he was a good guy. Shiki questions why. Valkyrie questions Zenolith. Isn't that one of the Heavenly Knights of the Dancing Sakura? A historical figure? Homura explains, he survived as a machine in the previous world, and Rebecca adds, and he was a friend. Jeez. So they don't have to deal with Ziggy, but they still end up fighting a friend. Hermit goes on to explain, the other three are unknown except for their names, of course. It wouldn't be interesting if we were dealing with knowns. Joker Helix, Lightning Law, Lady Freya, And Valkyrie shouts, Lady Freya? Homura questions, teacher, do you know her? Valkyrie explains, she's a machine who's the pinnacle of all who pursue martial art. It's said there's no weapon she hasn't mastered. She's a legendary swordswoman. Jeez, it looks like Urza, with all the weapons behind her. In fact, are some of those weapons, like, from Ravemaster? I'm, like, seeing, like, Maleforce and some of the other transformations. Some that are just like Urza's sword, or at the very least some with, like, really cool design. Rebecca says, I feel like I've heard of Joker Helix before, too. Happy says, isn't that a beekeeper? Rebecca says, yeah, I think so, but I can't remember. Uh-oh. I hope that's not Lobelia or something. Maybe Lobelia's like a total badass in this universe. She says, Zenolith, he has to have his reason. I don't think he'd ever join someone who sees humankind as an enemy. Honestly, it kind of makes sense, though, at this point. Not Zenolith, but I'm saying the new members. A lot of them are, well, robotic entities. Dead End Crow, of course, makes sense, and so does God Acnoella. Although, so she still ended up creating the Helix. Are there still dragons out there in the world? Is she still the mother of dragons? Is there still the Dragonfall? Then what happened to Elsie? Did the same tragedy happen on Lendard in this universe too? Or was there maybe a better outcome to Elsie trying to out what her parents were doing? God, I want to know what happened on Lendard, man. Wise says, I don't think he'd ever join someone who sees humankind as an enemy. Oh wait, no. I think they accidentally put what Shiki said there a second time for Wise's speech bubble. Okay, that's weird. It happens. Wise says, quit acting like a kid. A battle's about to start. If we don't shift gears, we can kiss that happiness goodbye. Hey, a little harsh there. Why is he trying to come to terms with some stuff. But yeah, Shiki is their leader, so he can't be shaken. And deal with it when they get to it, and then get some answers then. Shiki says, I know that. Pino goes on to say, both the 4 dark stars and the Oreshian says Galactica have grown stronger than they were in the previous world, of course. As for Void, he is a greater threat than Ziggy. I mean, he's basically what Ziggy was on Bound. I wonder, does Void still have the power of the Satan gravity as well? Or maybe some other ability? Pino says, if we are going to the outer cosmos, we must be prepared. Shiki says, yeah, let's do this. We're going to war. And everybody's got smiles and looks of determination. Although Rebecca, nice little shot of her, you got boobs, you got butt, and you got feet. Something for everybody there. But she's looking at her legs, trying to kind of understand the power that should still be in them. Because even if she can't use the, traveling through alternate universes thing, there's still some kind of power there. She thinks to herself, we won't have any more do-overs. If we lose, it's the end. Alright, we pick up on the Eden's one with one, or I guess we'll just call him Void, as Wizard approaches Void saying, Eden Zero has gone to the Oi Cosmos, it seems. Void questions the Marine Cosmos. Okay, so I guess they were never modified in this because you have the previous appearance of the updated appearance of Killer. They have Killer saying, going in guns blazing, are they? Clown who, Clown, was he still aboard the Eden Zero when they jumped? Does he have memories of the previous universe? Did he bring those with him? Clown says, oh dear, have they wasted their long-awaited departure already? Oh, Brigandine doesn't have the helmet. Weird. But a lot of the other Dark Stars have humanoid-like faces, so I guess that's not too off, but I don't know, he looks the least like an android. Brigandine's questions, is Valkyrie there as well? Okay, yeah, it was a good opportunity to get that connection. Killer says she and the other Shining Stars are on board. Brigandine says, my warrior counterpart. I wish to battle her at least once. Void tells him, the time has not yet come. The Oi Cosmos is a foolish sea where humans fight one another. It has no value. It's just like humans killing humans? I wonder, are we going to see any of the other Galactica? Wait, did Wizard have a name thing in the previous chapter? Because they're not giving him one here. He must have. Wizard says that must be where Master Xenolith has been. Void questions, so he would cast machines into a human conflict. The founder of the Magimek gravity art and king of gravity, Xenolith. Killer smiles a sinister smile and Clown questions, so what are we to do? Void explains, collect the Mother Ether. Follow her guide. By finding Mother, all humans in this world will die, for I will reduce my mother to nothing. Wait, his mother? Wait, his mother? Weird. Oh, and now we're in the Oi Cosmos. I guess we'll save Elsie for when we get to the Kaede Cosmos. Alright. Oi Cosmos, planet of San Sandra. Ooh, Elsie in kind of belly dancer attire. Makes me think of One Piece and Alabasta. Rebecca looks around saying, wow, this takes me back. Happy says, I wonder if the big cat is here. Rebecca says, you mean Goodwin? Yes, it still is weird. With the Laguna being the leader, I wonder, did something happen to Goodwin? Shiki calls out, even the huge camel is here. With Wise saying, that's a camelish. And just like before when they first came here, the little small robot passes by Pino saying, hello there, traveler. And Pino says, hello to you, native. Klein is excited saying, I can't wait to see Luganario. While Chris questions, do we even know where he is? Shiki says, Rebecca says, And Homura says, I do not recall. Oh, there's suddenly a gunshot, which startles everyone. Wise calls out, a gunshot? Over there. The little girl looks familiar. Don't quite remember. You see a woman and I guess her daughter cowering, with the woman saying, I beg you, spare my life. I won't go against you a second time. And a figure that looks like Laguna is holding her at gunpoint saying, there won't be a second time. The woman says, we used to be friends, didn't we? And the young girl says, please don't shoot mommy. And as Shiki arrives on the scene, oh jeez, you see Laguna holding the gun saying, I don't have any friends. And he promptly shoots the woman in the head. Jeez. Shiki shouts, Laguna? Rebecca covers her mouth in terror saying, no way. A wife called out, "He killed her?" They finally reunite with Laguna, the rumored leader of Oasis, or so they thought. Okay, so I completely don't buy this. Then again, I don't know. This series has been tricky before, but it's hard for me to believe that Laguna would do this without reason, especially in a universe that has so much positivity. And after the fake out we got with Homura, I'm not fully buying it. But it was the young girl who was calling her mommy. Isn't that the girl who was on Foresta with Zenolith? She had the robot friend, right? So, the fact that we're running into her here, too, I feel like this is a misdirect. It's gotta be a misdirect. And for Laguna to have a more positive upbringing and to just shoot someone in cold blood. And for the woman to be like, "We used to be friends," and Laguna said, "So I don't have any friends." Like, I don't know. That's a bit of a too much of a shift. It's a good cliffhanger, but I don't buy it. You know, you got me with the whole Homura situation and the death of Valkyrie. I don't buy it. But I am curious what's going on here. What's the explanation behind it? Not to mention he's leading a rebellion, right? Still against Shura. Was this person a spy? A plant? For him to drop the line, "I don't have any friends." Like, come on. At the very least, it's pretty obvious, though. Laguna's gonna be a tough nut to crack in order to turn them back to their side. And I'm still wondering, when are we going to run into Lobelia? When are we going to run into Couchfu? Like, it's kind of weird that we didn't run into them. They came with us to this universe. I know for some they're not really a priority. Getting Laguna is like a little bit higher priority, but dang. And I will admit, a lot of these moments where we're trying to get everyone back and stuff have been good for getting their characters kind of back on track, because I feel like they've been fading into the background to a certain degree in some instances. Like Jin, Klein, Laguna, it feels like they just haven't had as much attention in a hot minute. Even when they were helping out Holy, it's just like, it doesn't feel like they're at the forefront enough. And with how much emotion we had behind Laguna, especially, yeah, it makes sense that we do a whole thing. I mean, he was the impotence for so much in the OA Cosmos. And I'm definitely curious where this is going. But Rebecca recognizes the name of one of the iterations and says Galactica. And that immediately makes me think that maybe it's Lobelia. But like, wouldn't Rebecca have immediately tried to hit up Lobelia and get her memories back with everything they'd been through? That's what's throwing me off. I do appreciate the misdirect, though. It keeps things interesting, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What is the deal with Laguna shooting a mother in cold blood? Is it a spy? An android? Things are not what they seem, but in what way? And what do you think about having Zenolith in the Galactica? Why would he do such a thing? And do you think that maybe one of the other members of the Galactica is someone we know, just under a different name? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Remember to subscribe for more Eden Zero. And until then, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I hope to see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.